What's up, y'all? My name is Millennial Smark, and I'm giving you the slop, the whole slop, and nothing but the slop. As you can hear in my voice right now, I am absolutely fucking trashed. Like, I'm trash. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I feel myself getting a little bit better because now I can talk to you guys, but at the same time, I'm way more off than I was yesterday. Nevertheless, though, we got to talk about this because it's big news. It's big news. Ricky Starks just debuted on NXT, which I had no clue about. Shout out to Triple H, aka Sarah J's older brother, because I had no clue. I just so happened to turn around to see what time it was. His message was on my screen, and then I went back on social media to go see, everything that happened, and lo and behold, he really is on NXT, which is exciting. It's very, very exciting. Now, the question is, what is he going to do going forward? I seen CM Punk. I think he posted something on his Instagram pretty much showing off Ricky Starks. As you guys know, Ricky Starks is cool with CM Punk. He's cool with Jade Cargill. He's cool with Cody Rhodes. I mean, he made no ifs, ands, or buts about it that he wanted to be in NXT. If not NXT, for sure WWE. He made no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And the fact that he's here now, being able to show off his skills, hey, good for him. Good for him. I think when he goes up to the main roster eventually within the next year or so, that's going to be even more exciting because it's like, okay, well, I mean, I can't think of anybody else who did this. Maybe LA Knight, but even LA Knight wasn't on AEW. Like you had Ricky Starks. He started off in the NWA. Then he transitioned over to AEW. Then he transitioned over to NXT. And if he were to make it to the main roster, there's nobody who's ever done that before. So kudos to him for making that kind of, historic transition for himself. But like I said, somewhere, Tony Khan is punching the air. Somewhere, Tony Khan is... he's not liking what he sees. But to be fair, I'm pretty sure he had to expect this to be the case. I'm pretty sure he knew earlier today that Ricky Starks was going to pull up on NXT. Although that's not a good look for him, because it's like, damn, bro. Literally, as soon as he touched ground, as soon as his contract ended, he ran to NXT. We just found out about his contract expiring yesterday, and he already pulled up in NXT. That's not a good look for Tony Khan. You know what I mean? That kind of screams like, oh, well, I mean, damn, how many people want to pull up on WWE this badly who's currently within your company? And like I said, we still have two other people. We still have Aleister Black and we still have Miro. I do find it kind of fascinating too, though. And I think people mentioned this yesterday. I didn't talk about it because it wasn't really in my brain. It wasn't in my head yesterday. Because again, I'm sick as fuck. And I don't even know what 2 + 2 = right now, honestly. The fact that I'm even talking to you guys right now is a fucking miracle. But I remember people talking about Rey Fenix. And I was like, yeah, that's true. Where the fuck is Rey Fenix? Why the hell did you release these three guys, but not Rey Fenix? And I guess, obviously, the way they looked at it, it's like, well, damn, you already made, because it's like at the very least Malachi Black, Ricky Starks, and Miro, they've been off television for a while, right? So at least with their roles, you start to get people invested into them. Although after seeing Ricky Starks tonight, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a lot easier for them if Ricky Starks proved anything. But with Rey Fenix, Penta right now is super over, with the company, and the last thing you want to do is hand them something on a silver platter. You have, Penta, you end up giving them Rey Fenix, it's pretty much over for them as far as the embarrassment is considered, right? So I get why they didn't give Rey Fenix. But man, it does seem a little bit like funny. It does seem a little bit strange that he was willing to do that for one wrestler, but like the other three, they had to, get out as quick as humanly fucking possible. Although they were working on it for a while, so that is what it is. But like I said, what do we do going forward with Ricky Starks now that he's within NXT? I'm pretty sure quickly they're going to want to get him in the World Championship picture, right? I'm pretty sure quickly they're going to have him interacting with some of the previous AEW talent like Ethan Page, maybe Lexus King or something like that. But then again, I will say this about Ricky Starks, and people can disagree with me if they want to, especially right now considering that Obafemi is the NXT World Champion. There is a part of me that looks at something like that and it's like, ugh, like Obafemi is your world champion. Do you really want to put Ricky Starks in that, what would you say, that division currently at the moment, considering, he's the NXT World Champion, because Ricky Starks, he's rather small, you know what I mean? And I don't know. I think they've been making one thing about NXT that I do like, do you really want to kind of work backwards? Yeah, obviously right now Ricky Starks is, because by default he's in NXT, he's the most over guy right now. But it's like you've been making some great inroads with guys like, Obafemi. Is it smart to put Ricky Starks directly into that path right now at this very moment? It'd be one thing if it's like a triple threat match or a fatal 4-way or something like that, where he can kind of sneak out the win without having to pin Obafemi. But do I feel good about Ricky Starks being the size that he is, going up against Obafemi and, theoretically beating him one-on-one? No, that doesn't sit well with me. I prefer that to not be the case. I know, yeah, I understand, especially with a guy like Shawn Michaels as a booker. He's going to know how to book small men against big men. Honestly, that's what he's been doing his entire career, was beating small men. But even then, Shawn Michaels was rather big, at least compared to the people who are currently on his main roster right now, in comparison at least. So I do think that, maybe don't put him directly into the World Championship picture. Maybe have Ricky Starks do some personal feuds. Then maybe, I don't know, let him go for the World Heavyweight Championship sometime after SummerSlam. That's just my opinion. And if for nothing else, if you're going to have him go up against the World Heavyweight Champion, you have to torture him. You know what I mean? You have to torture him. Ricky Starks, that is. You have to do something. I don't know what it is. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't even say that. Call me crazy. Maybe at that point in time, Obafemi shouldn't be world champion. Again, I don't like the look of someone like a Ricky Starks beating an Obafemi. I hate that look. But hey, that's just my own personal opinion. I'm gonna let you guys have this conversation amongst each other. Man, my back is killing me right now, and my head, and my throat. No diddy, I promise you. And I'm gonna let you guys talk amongst each other in the comment section. Very short video, but as you can tell, the format is completely different. Whether I'm sick or not sick, it's gonna be very short videos in comparison to my older videos. But with that being said, talk amongst each other. Nice to have Ricky Starks regardless in NXT. Not a good look for Tony that he ended up being in the company not even a day after his contract was expired. But we'll see going forward. As always, my name is Millennial Smark, and I'll be catching you guys later. The deuces and a P ice.
Who they icing him? Who they icing him? Who they icing him? Who they icing him? They icing him. He called the homeboy cute. He called the homeboy cute.